Let's play 9. I don't want to play 9. I haven't played Loki in like a millennia because I'm always hanging out with Eli. And he hates Loki with a burning passion. So I feel bad picking Loki, especially when everybody else is going random. They need a line, they need a line, they need a line him. I still remember making that that emoji, bro. I don't remember what game, what short it was that I was making that. I feel bad for Matt. You can get back on stage. I'll at least let you get a weapon. I'm gonna get boxed by Matt, dude. Oh, good weapon throw down, and like unironically valid. But I think I had Jaboogle in it actually. Like unironically, I think I had Jaboogle. All I know is I approve of the Red Raptor fight Azu. Yeah, I don't remember what I said, but it was awesome. We'd have to see when that emote was made, because it was probably like earlier that week. I made the video with it in. Yeah, that guy has gotten so much from me not being able to predict him, so I'm not surprised that wasn't a fun match. Fair. That makes sense. Chat. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna play a couple experimental, wait for people to trickle in. Especially since it is a demonized hour of the day. I do want to play another Guitar Legend. Oh, let's play Lin Fei. I love playing Lin Fei, but I just, I can't play Lin Fei. I don't have fun playing Lin Fei against, what's it called? Good players. It's just like, I don't know. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Titas! Hey bro, hello bro. Hello bro, hello. 3,
2, 1,
yeah, that Mordex was looking new. But at the same time, he also didn't. He almost looked gold. Think you'd be surprised at what people look like when they're gold. Wow. And then this is already a laned upgrade. Granted, he's also playing a better legend. I actually have to run here because I die. Old N-Sig hits there. Did they? I actually think they didn't start the change the startup. Beautiful. That doesn't kill. This is why I can't play this legend, bro. Oh my golly toodles. Yo, it won the red, bro. How's it going? So I'm doing good today, broski. Playing Teska SOL, and you're doing it in this mode too. This is a Taros main playing their I'm having fun legend. Oh, I'm not saving you. Maybe somebody else. I want to get rid of the bomb. Dodge up. Oh, he's actually dodged down a couple times. I didn't touch. Beautiful. I actually die. Tragic. Alright, we'll play 2 more matches maybe, and then we'll get into the topic a bit. We'll just vibe a little bit. No rush to get into good juicy stuff, you know? I'm so good at this game. You know it. Play some great sword. Maybe we'll play this and then we'll play Fate if I remember. So now, a rated amethyst out here on the Zol. Experimental is so weird. So, every season your elo resets, right? But for some reason, experimental elo does as well. Oh, they'll wait for me. Thank you. Here we go. That almost worked. I was waiting for that extra swing to happen, and then it never did. Oh! Beautiful. So, the problem with experimental elo resetting is that means the, like, golds and stuff get put up against the diamond players, right? And I generally feel like the higher in elo you get, the less likely you are to play, experimental. So some people can be sitting down here for a while. Yeah, I feel like the only reason they lasted this long in the game was because I saved them already. Ooh, not it. Tragic. No way, bro. This bot's just built diff. Honestly, just get me out of that game. Alright. Yeah, let's play Fate. Fate's seeming pretty good right now. I'm liking attack stance a lot. Anything to get kills on this legend is insane. They've been buffing Orb's kill potential slightly, but I think it's enough to make her good. Considering her biggest fault has always been killing. She has a really good Orb Sig kit, but I don't know if it's better than some of the other orbs. I tried to fast fall that nair, but I was still my chase dodge, so I couldn't get the fast fall out. Weep. I've been having fun with her recently, which is good. The DC feels way less terrible now, which makes me feel great. Like, he actually had to do stuff to get that punish. I mean, it's still punishable, but that's fine. Compared to where it used to be, yeah, way better. Because we're talking about, you throw out that move, you get punished no matter what. You're, like, the problem with this move before was that you used to guess where your opponent would be. You would read them. I remember you couldn't read dodges with it because people would get out of their dodge and have enough time to jump away. So there actually might be reason to throw that out after hitting somebody to get like a dodge read now. Oh. Fall? Oh, I just tried to call out a spot dodge. But bro did not panic at all. He kind of panicked really late. I'm dead. Oh. Way more fire than just killing you. Alright. So, I guess we'll start with our tier list. Let's start with the 1v2 tier list. So, I used to be, like, crazy good at, what's it called? At 2v1s. Like, way back in 06. Let's meet me back here. Audio's working a little too well in this one. Okay, perfect. I used to be, like, really, really good at 2v1s. So, 1v2s. But then again, I also haven't tried all the weapons overly a lot in their situations, but I'm pretty sure I've got an idea of what the best are and what some of the worst are. I'd be more iffy on some of the order, just because, you know, it's my tier list. So I think top 3 is Scythe, Lance, and Cannon. Not Cannon. Where is it? There's no way there's boots in here, but not Greatsword. This is stupid. Okay, let's go to 4 YouTube. Wait. This one. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now we have Greatsword. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Okay. I'm not sure exactly the order on this, but I think this is top 3. Cringe tier list, lol. Yeah, valid. They just forgot it. They put boots in here, though, which is weird. But I remember making this tier list last time, actually, using the same one, then having the problem with Greatsword wasn't there. I unironically think Greatsword very possibly could be top 1, but it's super legend specific. So maybe we'll lower it down. I think if you're on Mako, I think you have the best weapon for 2v1s. I think... Oh, but Lance is really good. My problem is I'm not good at Lance, so I don't know how good it is in my situations. I think Scythe has a higher skill ceiling, and I think you accidentally kill people on Lance. And one thing is you don't want to accidentally kill people. Ideally, you don't accidentally kill people. I'll get over that later, but accidentally killing someone's pretty bad. The problem with Scythe is not being able to kill, but that can work in your favor in many ways. Yeah, I'm not in a good enough position to say Arcadia or Magyar are good. I've done really good on Magyar before. I dropped a 900 damage 2v1, basically. Teammate died like the first minute, and I had 900 damage the game. I did lose, but still dropped like 900, so it's definitely doable. I think it's still top 3. So Scythe is really, really good at splitting up your opponents, and that's one thing I'm gonna go over later, is that splitting up your opponent is so good. Just forcing yourself into as many 1v1s as possible is your goal. It does you so much. And then what Lance is really good at, unlike Scythe, because I think Scythe, a lot of people, when they play Scythe in 2v1s, is they'll go for Gimps the whole time. I think Scythe Gimping is the worst way to play Scythe in 2s. It's weird because it ultimately does come down to playstyle, right? But you have to be really fast at gimping in a game mode where the opponent is able to come over and whack you whenever. Right? And if you're trying to be the better player in the team, right? You want to make sure you guarantee your offstage kills. Scythe's not great at that. You slowly whittle away your opponent's stock with Scythe, and they barely don't make it to ledge. That's just kind of how Scythe be, right? They don't make it to ledge. At lower ranks, you can get 0 to death way easier because people don't hold away during your combo. But in high ranks, generally, it's really hard to continue a 0 to death and hit it. Lance, on the other hand, super easy to hit 0 to death. You can hit it out of nowhere. You get one dodge read center screen, and it's hard to interrupt too. From my experience, the best way to handle it is just weapon throw. Which that's obviously a good solution to it. So there is counterplay. But just even hitting an opponent once puts them in a bad position and gives you the 1v1 with the other guy, where they have to be careful their dodge, and they have to be careful not to get seared to death. Or you have to be careful of getting ping-ponged by Lance, where one person's on stage, and then the other one's gone, and then flip-flop that situation, where your teammate's the person center stage, and you're not, you know? Super icky, and then you got... Honestly, I would say this is really consistent kills for 2v1. You're not really trying to confirm kills on the ground too much. I'd say generally it's off of kills or single hit moves. If you're hitting a sword downlight, you're oftentimes not getting the recovery guaranteed every time. It might still be worth going for the recovery depending on where your opponent is, but you're not getting it every time. So you're not playing around D-light. I think Orb's number 4. For sure. I think Orb's barely whittled out here. I've been liking Orb a lot lately, so in the future it might go up, but as of right now, I think it's number 4. Greatsword's number 3. Honestly, you played the scummiest game possible on Greatsword in 2v1s, in 1v2s, and it's so hard. It is so hard to deal with. Unironically, you use recovery, dare, and Sarah, and that's the only thing you do. If your opponent's above you, which I guess you kind of defend yourself with Nair, and you approach with recovery, Sarah, and dare, and that is all you do. Greatsword cooks so hard, because it is so hard to punish consistently, and let alone punish in a way that leads to a team combo. So, it's really good, and it kills really, really good for the fact that we're waiting on aerial game to kill. And it's probably the safest fishes for kills as well, making it super optimal. I think Orb's A tier. I think it's really good. I think it's top 5, 100%. So Orb in 2v1's super good for spacing dares. You can get offstage gimps pretty fast with some dares. Just a good read. Boom. You've got Sares to split up your opponents. You can't follow up sidelight, sadly. Following up sidelight is really bad. Your endlight's pretty fast, though, so you can kind of throw out endlight in a 2v1 and not get punished for it. Unlike Lance endlight, and I guess, like, almost all of these endlights. Is there an endlight here that's actually good? Not in particular, really. Oh, bow endlight actually is really good. I wouldn't say any of these are particularly good. You might get punished for all of these endlights down here in D tier. I meant not D tier, below D tier. Yeah, super good, super good. Maybe Katar's endlight, maybe Spear endlight. Those might be fine. And Cannon endlight moves you. Yeah, I don't know. Next. So this is where it starts to get a little tough for me. Is the I'm pretty sure I know what top 4 is pretty consistently. I want to go Cannon and Axe next, I believe. I don't know how good Boots is. I think Boots is really good though, actually, because it does so much. It just sometimes has a little bit of commitment. So I'll put it back here for now. Maybe when I decide to play more Boots, I'll have a better point of view on this, but right now we'll leave Boots here. So, Kanon, 0 to deaths are so good on it. You have Sares, so you can always be moving. You are a little Gimp susceptible, and you do have to be careful of what moves you hit. But I'm pretty sure you can play it relatively safe-ish. I'm saying this as somebody who's pretty bad at Kanon, so I don't really fully know, but I'd say it's relatively good. From the people I've ran into. So, yeah. Axe is just really good right now. You got Nair. You got so many moves to split up your opponent. You hit them with an endlight, they get sent far away, even if it is punishable, so you do have to space your endlights right. You hit D-light, they get sent far away. You hit recovery on a lucky hit, they get sent far away, giving you a temporary 1v1. Then you hit sidelight Nair into a read, and you can very possibly put them into... They might die off of that, depending at the health, if you do, like, sidelight Nair, Sarah, or Sig or something on a character. So much damage just out of nowhere. Ground Pound, Sarah kills super early. So, you got so much potential just to yoink stocks on this weapon, so they have to play careful at you. Boots, you can drag people wherever. I feel like Boots you have a couple split up moves, and then you have a couple just drag people moves. So I feel like what's optimal is you split up an opponent, so you hit, like, I don't know, let's say you hit Sarah. You hit him with the soft Sarah, so it launches him far, even though I guess that technically hits him harder. Where you don't follow him with the little drill kick. So you just send him far. And then you fight the other person, then you, let's say you hit him with Sarah. Then you do the little drill kicks, that way you can go for more read-based stuff. I can see this weapon possibly going up to, like, here. I just don't know fully its potential yet. But, we'll see. We'll see. There's potential for it, you know? We just need to get there. Alright. What's next? I think we'll go on to B tier, because I think everything else is lower. I think the best one here is, I think it's sword, bow, and I actually have a lot of success with spear, actually. Despite my spear being pretty bad. So, I think that's probably Thor. I actually kind of like this. So, sword recovery, easy fish. You don't really get punished for it too hard. You can play for Sares, and I guess you can fish for D-lights. You kind of have to not end light on sword, unless your opponent's in a bad spot. Side light's also a little risky. But you can kind of play D-lights instead of end lights, which is a little weird, but you can't follow up your D-lights, though, properly, unless you're given good spacing or something. But they're pretty fast. You might even be able to just do D-light, end light, or something. D-light, chase dodge into something weird. You know, you got ways to maneuver it. I almost put sword here. I could see sword being a little better. But, I don't know. I think it's good. You got Sare's really good to fish for. Dare's pretty good for gimps. You can gimp consistently. But I almost feel like you need to be a little faster, so you kind of have to play a little ballsy if you're trying to gimp a 2v1. But, yeah. Spear, super duper safe. You just spam spear recovery, and it's insane what spear recovery can do. It covers so much area, and you can kind of drift away just fine. Punishing spear recovery from below is actually a lot more difficult. Gauntlets have been rebuffed. I just don't like them in 2v1s, Wonder Red. I like them a lot more in, I say 2v1s. I like them a lot more when you're on the side that's winning in the 2v1. So you're on the two-person side. Gauntlets are really good in the two-person side. I'll get over why I don't like them in a few. They might be pretty low, actually. But yeah, super non-committal. Nair's a cover me move. And Sare's really good for just boxing people out and creating some space. But it's a little hard to create horizontal distance without hitting a Sare or a ground pound. Both of which are pretty good moves. But if your opponent plays really well around those, I struggle. I struggle. If I'm not getting hit by them, my opponent's struggling too. So, hard to create space. Bow is just hard to punish. You got side lights. You got ability to attack one opponent and then instantly swap to the other. And I think that's just where bow shines in this. You do have really consistent kills with Nair and Endlight and recovery. But you do have to land them. But, I mean, you got D-Light into those pretty well. And those combos, oftentimes if you're hitting a D-Light, you're either just not going to follow it up. So you're probably going to just punish the person who thinks you're going to combo. Or you're going to D-Light the other way where your opponent's on the outside or something. And get a free follow-up. So, I mean, not bad. I think blasters are here. Oh, hammer's also really good. I think this tier's just, you know, they're average. You can win 2v1s with these. Blasters are pretty committal. I am admittedly really bad at blasters in 2v1s. I wouldn't be surprised if some people put them way higher in a tier list like this. Let me do this. Do I not have it on the other side? Well, I guess we'll just sit over here for now. Let me fix that. There we go. Blasters are super good. Super safe, super good at spacing people out and creating space. Dare is a little committal. That's my problem with the weapon, is how committal almost all the moves are. But you got Sidelight, Sair, Recovery you can kind of fish for a little bit. You do have to properly play around it though. Nair, good for protecting you. Some people might put this higher just because of how good Sair is, unironically. And maybe I should be trying to go for more dares, but I play super... When I'm playing in 2v1s, I'm playing riskless as much as possible. Hammer, I could see this being higher. It feels weird putting Hammer this low, but Hammer Nair's really good. Hammer Sair splits up an opponent. Hitting Endlight splits up the opponent. But generally, you're not getting a full Endlight off, if so you're going to get punished for it. And your Sair, people are oftentimes trying their best to space around Sair. So you can't really get that horizontal separation you want to. You can't hit Stomp Sair because you'll get punished for Stomp Sair more than likely. Not guaranteed though. Does depend on the situation, but I don't know. I just see it thriving elsewhere. And then I don't like gauntlets and katars. So, depending on your opponent, this gauntlets solely depend on how your opponent plays. I'm more into the, if your opponent jumps off stage against you, gauntlets are up here. Easy, simple as that. If your opponent does not care about their life and they jump off against you when you're fishing on the wall, top 1. That being said, if you're versing a gauntlet player and you're on the team of 2, don't do that. Just because one Nair puts you in a bad spot, one Sair puts you in a bad spot, one Dare puts you in a bad spot, like below bad spot. You follow that up with a ground pound, they're dead on most maps. If you hit them with 2 moves off stage, they're more than likely dead. Their opponent needs to come save them. You want to know what happens when their opponent comes saves them? You hit them. It's so easy to just turn one Gimp into 2 on gauntlets. I mean, yes, you can still save them, but you can either guarantee the Gimp, throw a ground pound right on top. Like, oh my gosh. So many things you can do with gauntlets there. But a lot of players eventually learn, just don't go off stage against gauntlets in that 1v2. Play it slow. And then once that happens, it's so hard to get a good Gimp. The most success I've seen people have in 2v1s with gauntlets when your opponent is sitting stage is gimping off the ceiling, which is really hard to do already. But you basically sidelight into sidelight into a recovery and then a chase dodge recovery, right? You can get that, but that's super inconsistent, and that's like one combo that your opponent should be trying their best to avoid at all costs in a 2v1. The 2 teams should be avoiding that combo as all possible, and also hoping that the opponent doesn't hit you away. Because what are your moves to create separation? You have Sair, which is a 2-hit move, so you could get punished for it. Yeah, I did say some people might put Blasters higher. It's just how I play. I play super safe. Blasters, Sair is super safe. I'd put it higher for Sair, but I feel like other weapons have better stuff than just Sair. But yeah, Gauntlets has Sair and Endlight to create separation. If you hit Endlight, you're gonna get punished more than likely. And if you hit Sair, you might get the Sair off, but it's not like it sends terribly far anyways. So you need to hit your opponent pretty hard first. So it's a lot of that. So I kind of fish for sidelights, and then I don't even follow up sidelight. You follow up sidelight, you're in trouble, unless you do just sidelight recovery. You do sidelight into a read, you're in trouble. But if you can get your opponent off stage, it's crazy worth it. Katars, I don't like Katars in 2v1s. I see some utility for them, but you just have to commit so much. You have to get really close to your opponents, and when one move is a kill, when you don't have stage control, Katars are a lot weaker, I feel. Because you can't really fish for D-light, N-light, sidelights, and then Nair to scare them out of the air. You kind of have to play more for the hit into that. So you can get... I find building a lot of damage on Katars to be super easy. if I can get one hit on the other opponent if they're in like red or something, right? One opponent's at red, the other one's at white. You hit the one person who's in red far away with like a nair, because your nair sends pretty far. You do not want to kill this person. This person being in red is the only thing working in your favor. So you with a nair or a sair, and then you run over and try to half pipe the other guy. That works super well for me. Or if your opponent goes off stage, you do have really good gimp potential. Katars off stage have one of the highest skill ceilings, but also one of the best, but also one of the worst off stage. If you're good at Katars off stage, it's one of the best. It's like debatably top 1 off stage if you're good off stage. But then again, it is so much harder than Scythe, Gauntlets, and Boots off stage to be good at. I don't know. That's my thoughts. I agree with the order of everything pretty well. The only thing I would maybe swap up is B tier could be shuffled around a little bit. You could maybe move Sword up. Cannon might be a little high. Boots might be a little low. And Blasters, it's literally probably player dependent. Some players will put that higher. 1 verse 2. Perfect. Alright. There's that. No, somebody's in my lobby. Gat has joined. What a goat. Yep. Alright. So, for you couple people in here, it's your lucky day. I'm going to show you what the almighty Azu does for 2v1s. So I ended up finding a pretty good clip I say a pretty good clip. I just found a situation I was in a 2v1. The goal is to just find random clips where I'm in 2v1s, right? That aren't straight away from the usual, right? We want to play them as normal as possible. So, I believe, yeah, here Jaboogle dies, right? I don't even think I win this, but, you can kind of just see some of the stuff, and I'm going to try my best to, like, demonstrate it and explain why it's good and why it's not good here. So I'm playing Ember. I'm not liking my weapons too much. I'm a lot more comfortable on Katars than I am bow, so I do think I try to stick on Katars, even if Katars are worse, in 2v1s. So this Nair. So one thing I do a lot when I'm playing, unarmed is you want to go for separation as much as possible. You want to force yourself into 1v1s. This Ensig by this Brynn is stupid. Unless she's worried I'm maybe gonna gimp her teammate, of which she's sacrificing herself for that, right? But I almost feel like she could do better by, what's it calling, just falling. And then just standing here. What I should have done is I should have stared, not committed, knocked them even farther away. But the knockaway does actually benefit me here, especially with side light there. So I do get myself a bit of separation. Fish for my weapon. So, one thing, okay. So, the biggest thing for, 2v1s that you guys gotta know is you want to be, okay, let me put on my mouse. I'm gonna forget to, you know, do this later, so someone should remind me. I'm gonna, like, forget to take it off later. Show additional settings, capture cursor, perfect. Now my cursor's on screen, because I like to play with my cursor in the center of the screen, because I forget about it. So, almost every time you're in a 2v1, I mean a 1v2, right? Your opponents are going to try to set up for their bread and butter team combo. And this is where you want to play the scummiest game of your flipping life, dude. So, the goal is to try your best to be on the outside. I'm going for this Nair while drifting out, so that way if he punishes me, I'm on the outside. I did want to try to stay on stage, which did backfire because I do get hit here. Why does that fin look weird? It might just be the angle, actually. Yeah. His face is actually really far forward in these. What the heck? Maybe it's just a fin thing. But yeah, so I'm like behind him. I do get hit there. Luckily, I do think me being behind him did enough to not lose me here. But you're playing as if this hit by this fin is the game. Because normally he hits this N light, she's lined up for D light. I might have barely been too low health. She might not have reacted because I was far back. So we went back to that position, right? Where we're on the outside of them. Boom. Perfect. So now we have stage control, right? It is a little harder to keep stage control on Katars than a 2v1. But you're gonna notice right here, right now. I don't want this Bryn killed, but I want her hit, right? If I hit Finn with anything, he goes this far. If I hit Bryn with anything, she goes this far, right? She goes so much farther. So I want to hit this Bryn to get me a 1v1 here, right? A temporary 1v1, and she gives me that. I hit her with that nair. That is literally best case scenario for me. I unfortunately do throw a little bit. I did get a little greedy here for continuing this combo, but I thought she would get hit by the side light in panic. But then again, I also knew she couldn't kill me. I knew she couldn't get too much, so I felt like it was a worthwhile risk. You're all about measuring your risks and how much you want to play risky, right? So I do position myself back to being on the outside now, because I don't really have stage control anymore. Now, it's fine to position myself in the center now that she's gone, right? Playing in the center is still really scary. I did get lucky that didn't send me to the right, because she can still hit me way over there, right? Position on the outside. I've got this wall. This wall's my friend. She accidentally hits him. So I messed up, and I think I lose this because of this. I thought he makes it back. He does not make this back. So I lost a kill on a guy at 1 stock. So right now in this situation, I don't want this Bryn dead yet. I want to clutch up a 1v1, right? I want to take 2 stocks with my hurt reds 1 stock, right? I want this Finn dead. That's what wins me this 1v2, right? So my goal here is to hit this Bryn without killing her, so that way I can keep getting 1v1s, right? Oh, I wanted Nair here, actually. If I get Nair here, she gets knocked away and I get my 1v1, right? And then we die. But still, there's so much to learn there. I know. It's actually super difficult to figure that all out, right? So that was just a really good clip for that, I believe. Now I'll go over why I think Scythe's really good, and I can kind of try to demonstrate what I was describing a little bit more in here. So we're just gonna go up against this bot. So oftentimes we're gonna be sitting down here. The opponent will be right where this weapon is and where this Brawlhalla is, right? That's a pretty common situation, right? That way I can't just do this, get onto stage. So she's far enough back to avoid that. And then the other person's back far enough to punish if she gets hit, right? So you kind of want to bait out a move from her, right? When she's in this situation. So when we're here and we're going on to stage, you'll oftentimes see me do this as slow as possible depending on the weapon. Because we're trying to bait out... okay, let's try this again. We're trying to bait out this, so that way we can punish it. And then get our 1v1 with the guy behind him, right? That's the goal here. So, if we put her higher health, I actually think I could do this, actually, validly. I think if we just, boom, here, and we just frame step a bit, we'll see the exact situation again. So, she's... Oh... Alright, let's try to be fast. Okay, let's... Does this work? Or did this change the timeline? Okay, it does not work like that. Tragic. This is not working very well. Lessons with Ozzy confirmed? Yes, absolutely. I'm giving you the tech, Wonder Red. I'm giving you the tech. The tech. Back from when I used to grind this game like 10 hours a day. I'm not nearly as good at this stuff as I used to be. So I definitely want to make a video about this at least a stream, while I'm still good enough to feel comfortable teaching it, right? I feel like a lot of it's trying to keep, and then we go back here, and then we can, like, punish it, right? Granted, we don't want to get that kill there, right? So, normally it's not that slow of a situation. So, if we can bait out her side light, we get a dare here or something, right? She's in a bad spot. It takes her so long to come back after that, right? So long. She misses that side light as we get back up from stage. We go around it. We go boom. Like, look at how long it takes her to get back. That's a good solid 3 seconds. Now, if we manage to fight the opponent over here and drag them this way, it's another 2. That's 5 seconds. If you get a read right, you have enough time to do 60, 70 damage in 5 seconds. And what does that do? So let's say our opponent was at white before that. Let's say we get one good read. 60 damage. A strong side light sends them that far, right? Which isn't great, but it's something. Sends them that far, which gives us enough time to get an attack, right? When our opponent's in red, an attack is all we need, right? So that's really good, because fighting a white health opponent is the scariest thing when there's 2 white opponents, right? Wow, that could be taken so out of context. When fighting 2 opponents at white health, right? It can be the hardest thing ever, just because, what's it called? That side light, they can hit me from this spot still. They can hit me from this spot still. And that's terrifying. Like, you don't want that. You hit him with a dare, bro gets sent nowhere. And it's gonna be like that with almost all the weapons as well, right? I think Orb's probably the best at handling white health opponents, though. I think it's pretty good. Greatsword is always Greatsword, so I think Greatsword's just consistently really good no matter the health of the opponent. I feel like you're playing less with the health on Greatsword. It's less health dependent. But your goal is to force as many 1v1s as possible, right? Let's see if we can find any more. I'm not gonna lie, I planned that one out. I did see a couple more, but I didn't really like them from this session. Let's not spoil any of these. Oh. Let's see, do I get 2v1 here? Alright, I get a... Oh wait, I start it around here. This does not seem to go very well. So I'm trying to hit Wushang away. We get a little bit of separation. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at my health from missing one move. I missed one move in this interaction. So that really tells you the importance of playing really safe in these situations. I get hit once here, he gets one follow-up. It could be more if he doesn't throw this combo. So I get lucky here. I try to play probably a little... Oh, I actually think I just SD. I actually remember that. So it's just like, you have to be very careful with every interaction where it gets tragic, no lie. Wait, with Jaboogler. If I have a good one on Jaeon, I can also show off why Jaeon's really good for this. Dude, cracking up too hard with your sister? Cook, bro. That's cook. Yeah, these are all gonna be for a video that's gonna come out relatively soon. Are these after... Oh, I want to go back to the Jaeon games. I don't know if I clutch any, though. Guru of Pain? I think we destroyed them. Alright. We'll find one soon. My Jaeon's just My greatsword's really good in 2v1s, so I have a feeling we'll get just a good match. A good match for it. I need Jabugal in the 2v1. I guess we could maybe go over that, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth. My greatsword was popping off that day, so maybe we're just like, yeah, we didn't even really die. It's so random yet stylish. You love my greatsword until you verse my greatsword. And you gotta admit, it's true. Did we try this one? I don't know. Okay, so this is another lost 2v1, but we are in a 2v1 as of here, right? I actually remember this because I was like, I think Jabugo had his dodge here or something and just didn't want to use it. Yeah, he had his dodge here. He just didn't want to use it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, do you literally see how important it is not to get hit here? Anywhere? I thought because he was way up in a bad position, it's safe to go for a hit here, right? Which I am right. I am right that it's safe to go for a hit here. But I almost die because of it. So if I get hit by this, there's enough time here for this Wushang to react with a D-Light. He D-Light Sayers into Sidelight Nair into Spear Recovery into Axe Recovery or something. I don't really know the full combo. Maybe it's Nair into Recovery. I don't really know. But basically, there is a 0 to death with this health that will kill me. If this Wushang does not mess this up, right? We get lucky. That's a luck thing. That's not a skill thing. So you'll see me literally go back to this position again, right? I'm telling you, I want to be on the outside. I want to be on the outside until I get space. Into a really safe dare. This was super greedy, but I hit them both, right? I hit them both here with this, this follow-up. I felt like the best way to follow up this D-Light, this dare safely was just to follow it up instead of chase dodge. And I do get rewarded with 2 hits on both of them. And we're doing so much damage against this Rayman, which is good. He's on his last stock, and we gotta take note of that, right? The Wushang isn't. We kind of aren't fully able to ignore the Wushang because of his health, though. So, ideally, what we do here is we get a chance where we send off Rayman and we lower Wushang enough to give us a good opportunity to kill Rayman. We are on Greatsword, though, so we are able to freely spam Recovery, Sayers, and Dares and stuff. However, the one weapon that is really good at handling that is Spear. Axe is also pretty good at handling that. But Spear's just really good. So you do have to play a little more smarter with it. It is still crazy broken. But we don't get hit there. We got a touch to get our dodge back. I go back to the same spot. This time you gotta also... One thing to note is you gotta predict where your opponent's gonna be here, right? I'm obviously wanting to go after him. Because I hit him, I knock him away. Right? He wants this corner... like, to the best of his ability. I'm trying to hit that corner. He does good at avoiding it. But I am on the outside, so it's super hard for him to turn it into his teammate, right? Because the goal is to, you know, it's fine if you get hit once. It's a problem when you get hit once into a full entire team combo, right? So, we get that recovery safe. Boom. Wushang misses, which gives me a free opportunity. So we'll notice that I'm playing, once Wushang misses here, I'm able to actively attack this Rayman. So I don't have to be too careful about where I position myself. I position myself on the inside, just because of where his Wushang is. If his Wushang gets down in time, I'm getting hit once, maybe twice off of it. But they're not getting a full combo. Unless they're maybe like pro. And this is what I'm saying, Spear's really good at handling the recovery spam. Because it gets pretty obvious you're spamming recovery, so it's pretty darn predictable, right? So you have to play just around Spear D-Light a little more. we get the hit away, and I got two options here. I either try to do a bit more damage for future, and what that means is I can play this for the long game. And playing this for the long game is debatably more optimal here. So I play to go for the Wushang, get, if I'm lucky, 2 hits of damage, puts him in orange, right? That gives me enough health to hit him with a recovery or a Sair and knock him away, right? It also prevents him from getting this weapon if I hit him with like a Sair, right? I do go for recovery here. Super ballsy, does not pay off, but it doesn't punish me either. I'm just in a worse spot than I was before because I went for it. What's this Wushang doing? I think I see this Wushang throw. Oh, he misses recovery. And then he backdash sidelights. I think he's playing scared of his own life now, right? I noticed that, so then you get this, right? Just because he wasted his dodge. So, that Wushang, if you're the Wushang here, you kind of just don't want to commit until you're sure, you want to make sure your opponent's not going to get got, right? I meant your teammate, right? So you're almost approaching me there. So I kind of understand why he did that, but it's almost better to scare me into honestly attacking you. Because if I attack this guy, Wushang, I can't really hit his teammate. And his teammate can punish me. So I do lose the 1v1 here. Yeah. I just got outplayed. Didn't have enough time to adapt to what his shenanigans were. Took a little too much damage, but there you have it. That's the power of fishing that outside ledge and knowing when you're able to attack on the inside. I've noticed me going for a little more of the inside ballsier plays, right, recently. And it doesn't pay off. It doesn't really pay off like at all. Let's see if I have anything. Do I try on Loki? I think, oh, I get a nice long juicy one up in here. So Jaboogle dies and then I die, right? Maybe I try to save Jaboogle. I think I get NC'd here. Oh, I thought I was getting that from below, actually. That sounds familiar. Alright. So going in this situation, we have Katars. I've been trying to get better at Katars 2v1, so I might actually stick onto Katars. If you're trying to sweat your life out, and you're gonna pick between a weapon you're really comfortable in a 2v1 with, that's really good, like Scythe for me, I'm throwing away Katars for Scythe. Or you could stick to the other weapon just because A, it's fun, and B, it can possibly confirm it. I might throw them away later after trying a bit, but so what this Orion is doing is really good here. He's committing way less. He's staying near his teammate. Just so that way, in case I hit, if I get through, I have to get through him and his teammate, right? So I can't really take stage. Right here was really good, right? I get this end lane. On Katars, when they're that far away, you're not getting punished. You might not even get punished for hitting this. But from right there, I get really good positioning. So normally when you hit sidelights, if the opponent is near, you can do this with a lot of weapons, right? I'll do this all the time with Scythe. I'll do this all the time with Orb. Greatsword, even. And you should try to do it with Lance. So you go for, instead of getting a guaranteed D light here or an N light, I'm gonna get punished. He is lining up. If I go for D light here, I get dared, right? What do you do when there's 2 aggressive instead of 1 passive, 1 aggressive? You play for offstage gimps. If you can get 1 gimp, it does so much for you. When there's 2 aggressive instead of 1 passive, 1 aggressive. Yeah. The scariest is when there's 2 passive. 2 aggressive means you get a lot of opportunities to just get stray hits. You play parry. You make them miss, you hit them. Then you try to gimp the other person or something, you know? You just go for it. 2 aggressive, while it can be a little overwhelming, a little difficult at first, you do your best to create as many 1v1s, and if they're both off stage against you, you kind of consider the situation. You can go for a gimp force a 1v1. It could be a permanent 1v1. If you think you can get back with the movement after your Gimp, totally worth it. Even if you take a little bit of damage. Especially if the other player is aggressive, they might go off stage and set you up with another chance for a Gimp, right? If they're aggressive, I'm just playing a little ballsier. They're putting themselves in positions where I can put myself in an advantageous position if I get one read right or something, right? Or if I get one Gimp, right? So that's what I would do if there's two aggressive players. Try my best to force that advantage. I don't get punished. Oh, yeah, back to this. So if I delay here, I get punished. So instead I go for something unoptimal. Side sig's probably not the best option here. If I were to do this again, this wouldn't hit. But in this situation, I would jump, chase, dodge, forward, and air. Super simple. Catches a fair bit of stuff, and I don't think it's very punishable. I don't know what this Caspian is doing, but he's doing stupid stuff. So I'm just taking his teammate on a ride. Oh, I actually remember hitting this. I see him like this, so I'm expecting him to go diagonal down, right? But because of how hurt he was, he bounces off the wall, which was funny. I actually think I had the Gimp there if he did that, so that's good. So when you're able to hit a read, right? So let's go back to this. This is actually a really good situation to know what to do in. This guy misses a delay and he's off stage, so he can't dash into me. The only way he punished me here is if he like GC side sigs, but he might GC side sig his teammate, right? So oftentimes you're not reacting that fast with a GC side sig. Maybe pros, or maybe the exact opposite of pros. So right here, I'm basically in a guaranteed 1v1 interaction. We're just snapshotting this. We're 1v1 interactioning this. So if I do a side sig or something to the right, trying to read a dodge in or something, I run over the Orion who could just end sig me, right? So generally, it's safest for me to do a read to the left, right? Do a dodge away read. Luckily, this catches spot dodge. Boom. Perfect. And this does exactly what I say. You want to create as many 1v1 situations as possible. And if you can hit a sig from a read safely, you don't want to get punished for it, because that wastes so much time, it's almost not worth it. And health. Here, I don't play it very good, though. So, I get such a good 1v1, and I panic. I panic here. This D-sig is terrible. I need to be running at that Orion, trying to get an advantageous position on a 1v1. They are both in red, so I should be just going for a kill. Now, you might even see me back off. I might even just take Scythe here, right? I don't care about killing that Orion. I could have chased him off stage and maybe guaranteed the kill with, like, a side light. I mean, a side air. But now I've got myself a 1v1. This is what I want, right? Caspian doesn't want to commit. And that's, if you're in the two-person team against a really good 1v1 player, you want to do your best not to give him damage when your opponent's off the side of the screen. And if you're this guy, unironically, at this situation, the most optimal thing to do here, I have one stock orange, this guy's in red. If you're on the two-person team, USD. Unironically, this Orion should kill himself in game. For clarification, you should just die, line up your stocks. Because like I said earlier, two white stock opponents, it feels impossible. If I have two stocks and they're both white, one stock with like white health, I can sometimes spend my whole first stock just getting them to orange. Or even one person to orange. It's that much harder. You're trading so much health to, do anything. So unironically, I'm in a better position with this Orion having life, right? Because now I get a 1v1 here. I do throw. I'm just throwing. The Caspian played it pretty good. I'm hoping that doesn't kill. I think it does, sadly. But I do get a little bit of damage from him. He's committing more than he should, so I got a lot of damage here. I actually think I get sniped by something stupid like an Ensig or something weird. But, so I'm trying my best just to create any separation, and because I killed that Orion so quickly, I'm struggling really hard to get any separation. However, that Caspian is hurt now, so as long as I chill out, we're good. However, he realizes I'm playing super passive. He can kind of fish for recovery. I'm not really gonna punish it, right? Antonio Jones, it's about getting better though. It's not about where you're at. It's about where you can be, you know? The midget. Do I 2v1 this? Let's see. Nope. We could. Let's try to find another one. Let's try to find one more good one. I wonder if I have any on Fate. I don't have any with Dad actually. Ooh, wait, these are with Chabuco. Oh, I'm in a 1v1. I win these though. I win these though. I win these though. Bro, scared. You're Zol. That actually didn't hit. I actually remember. I remember that. I was like, there's no way that didn't hit. Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. All right. I think maybe we can find that Fate game again. That was actually good. That was actually a really good match for it. So then we have this one now. 2v1. I actually don't remember what happens here. I think I get hit by a raw sig unironically. Oh, that was really good. I actually remember this Jala doing this a lot. So I actually tried my best to stop. Do I chase dodge forward after this side air, or does that side air actually what's it called? So you'll see me slowly get onto stage here, trying to bait out a punishable move. Nothing's punishable. Thank you, Axe, for being like Axe. Yeah, chase dodge forward to get away from Jerry. Unironically, here, if he doesn't look like he's trying to react to a up chase dodge, so if I'm scared of him punishing me for this Sarah, I should just chase dodge up. That also avoids that end lane. And yeah, that was just really good. But you see how I'm just getting her off me trying to get the kill? Now you're back in your room? What a goat. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have any on Fate there. We won on this game. Oh, I clutched this. I clutched this. Okay. Let's see what I do here. So, oh, yes. So here. So when I get this end lane. So I'm taking this outer position, right? You want to be on the outside. Raised hand, so how to deal with toxic players in 1v2s. What do you mean toxic players? If they're being toxic, that's good. That means they're spending half their time emoting. That's perfect. Make them lose because of their overconfidence. They might try to hit you with something like this, Wonder Red. I'm showing you the tech, bro. Put them in their place when you win these, right? Emote back. So, in this situation, because we took the outer side, she's trying to get this team combo off to Melly, right? Which is why she's end lighting to the left, not to the right. So many people will just let you get away with that. Eventually, you'll verse players who don't. And then it gets complicated. Way more complicated. But so we get that done. And we get this end light for free. It is spear, though, so we can't just get this recovery here. If we go for this recovery, Melly might even interrupt it. So I feel like the best solution here, because she does also have her dodge, I want to say I think she gets it back. So the best thing to do here, I 100% agree with what I did. You could chase dodge forward, turn around, recovery, but you gotta just want to put yourself back on the outside until you get good positioning, right? So you want to put yourself back on the outside. That's why I went for that Sarah. I don't really commit too hard. I still kind of keep my stage just because of the positioning and with their health pool. I'll take all the damage I can get. Oh, I actually almost called her out. Unironically, this worked, right? This worked from her, but I actually think this D-Light's, like, bad. If I do any normal thing here, if I jump recovery here, she's gone. So, I don't know. I kind of got she either read it, of which props. If she got lucky, nice job getting lucky. That was not what I would consider the optimal play there. And this is what I'm talking about, where you don't want to be in between. She luckily was incapable of getting this D-Light to the right. If she got this D-Light to the right, I lose this match. If not, they don't finish it off, I might barely live, of which I'm at red health, and now it's way harder, right? She misses that side light. We got lucky. Boom, a little bit of separation. I'm just fishing for that kill. Melly's playing really laid back, which is benefiting me. Boom. And this is what I'm talking about. If I go for this side sig with Melly here, if I go for this side sig, like, I don't know, right here. I don't have it right now, right? But if I go for this side sig, this Ada can, start a team combo on me, right? If she gets, like, an end light or something, Bonnie might be able to get, like, an end sig or something stupid. Put me in a bad spot. So, the best thing to do here, split them up. I'm telling you, it's the bread and butter. Split them up. Get it to where they can't. And if you're Bonnie here, you are stopping where you're standing right now, and you're just standing. You are seeing what I'm doing. But because she keeps going forward, she's scared I'm gonna hit her teammate again. At this health on Scythe, I'm not hitting your teammate again, right? Like, that is, if I hit your teammate again and I get this kill on Ada here, I'm actually a god. And your teammate is throwing for getting hit by something kind of obvious, like a side sig to the right. So you now have to prioritize your life and just sit. But because she walks forward and gets hit by the hard to react to spot, she loses. She can react to the later half of that. And it just snowballed. Melly was expecting some assistance back. So she should have gone low. And she regrets it. That's kind of just how it be. So that backfired on him. But yeah, that was one of the more clutch W. Other than the fact of not getting a weapon, that was actually a pretty smooth one. I want to go back to a Daniela one. The Daniela ones were pretty good. Is it one more page? Yeah. Oh, another 2v1? Oh, no, this is just a 1v1. Wait, so the Bryn cooked. Alright, let's see what the Bryn did here. Or is it what Daniela did, actually? Let's see. So, she's in a 2v1 here. What she should do is get me out of the way and then attack Daniela. Hey, Saxmax! Hello there! Meps! Hello, brother! She did none of it. I'm sorry I showed that, Daniela. I'm sorry I showed that. Okay, so this is Bonnie Melly. Alright, so I get a 1v1 here. I mean, a 2v1 here. It doesn't seem like I win it, but let's see what they do. So, in case you're on the side of a 2v1, where you're on the 2 side, you want to just constantly be near your opponent. I meant your teammate. Like, that was pretty good from the Lin Fei. Oh, I just died. Oh. Okay, what? Did I not give her away? Did she hit me with 1 frame of that? I think I'm jumping, naring back or something, right? Yeah, I am. No, that's not nair. Oh my gosh. I actually think I get magneted into that because of the ground pound. So she gets 1 frame of that. That's actually tragic. That actually would have very possibly won me that match. Yeah. So, what they did really good here. So, this is still a winnable 2v1 right here, right? What they did really good here is they used their things to get me to go high. And then just take advantage of it, and then it's all over from there. I did my best to make it back, so. Oh, Mep! Hello. We'll probably do a custom towards the end, maybe. We're just gonna keep going through a couple replays. You felt so cool just to die. My bad. This one, Angel and Chef. I remember when they won. I think I almost did really good in this 2v1. Oh, what? Does Daniela not have a... Oh, okay. Let's see. What happens to Daniela here? She doesn't know she has a recovery till really late, so I don't know if she's out of movement till really late. Fair. So, this is your earlier question. How do you counter 2 aggressive players in a 2v1, right? Aggressive play, make him miss, hit him. Now he's off stage. Now I'm just trying my best to... I'm playing this for damage right now until he puts himself in a position to go for a 0 death, kind of. I think on... Okay, let me restart this, alright? So, in this situation, I'm on Scythe. I'm not getting a 0 to death here. Better players don't really die to Scythe 0 to deaths that often. Unless it's... Ah, man, I missed the ledge type 0 to deaths, right? But oftentimes, those are really savable by a teammate or interruptible because they take a while. It's like, Scythe's really good at the long gimps. So it can be really good in 1v1s, but not really 2v1s, right? So, I actually think, in this situation, the best thing to do here, I think on Scythe specifically is to play for damage. Other weapons, like gauntlets, you're loving this 2v1 right here. This is exactly what you want. You want offstage gimps. So, see, I was trying to use that. Oh, I actually think you got mad at me. Need this because I'm def hard set gold and somehow got lucky with Arcadia and got a lot before the season ended in a few hours. But now you're maining Bodvar. Alright, bro, bet. I don't have too much sword and hammer stuff, but I can totally help you out. The worst mechanic of Brawl IMO is the fact you can hit your own team, but it takes the enemy instead. I think that's cool in certain circumstances. I don't like it when it extends the SIG and then it takes the opponent. Because I like being able to use like a sight there and it hits both of them, but then it takes the opponent. That I like. So yeah, the best thing to do here, honestly, is just go for damage. I built up a good amount of damage there. That might be a good 60 health. If we get another like 3 or 4 hits in, bro's at the point where he dies to a strong hit. Not really strong hit, but he gets sent away. So I think him actually going for that offstage interaction, like, look at his health already. And he's going for it again. Now I'm going to just keep taking my damage. Because all the damage he does to me is unironically worth it. I am probably the best player in this lobby. So I am also playing with that knowledge. So I'm able to sacrifice my stock a little more. Tragic miss. But this guy's so low now that I can kind of play for kills on him. But I'm still, you'll see I'm still trying to pressure the other Nyx, right? So we'll say Nyx is Spectre Knight, right? So, one of the best things that I do in this 2v1 here is I'm going to attack him, right? Angel, the Nyx, he's getting comfortable, right? We don't want him to feel like he can save his teammate. So even though I miss, me going for that hit there still does me a lot. Just because now he has to stay on his toes. And if not, he'll start getting punished for it. That side sig, that was ballsy, but it worked, right? On Qatar specifically, you do got to get ballsy a little bit. Let's see how this ends. Oh, I actually remember that. And then I was so close to hitting that other Sarah, bro. That would have actually cooked. But yeah. So that's basically 2 aggressive players in a nutshell. Cause Angel's not doing Nyx isn't exactly doing what the Spectre Knight's doing and going super duper aggressive the whole game, but he's still aggressively spacing. He's still aggressively positioning with his teammate, even if his teammate is the one doing all the ballsy moves mainly. It's play for damage. And if you're off stage and you don't think you can get a Gimp, but if you can get a Gimp, you can force the other teammate into an even worse position as well. And you might be able to take 2 if you can stop the save. So like it's actually super good tech right there, no lie. Ideally in a 2v1, well, a 1v2, your opponent should not, what's it called? They should unironically be playing slow, as cringe as it is to say. We win this. I think we crushed it. Yeah. So what, we're like 8 pages in. Completely forgot you have no power right now. Oh my gosh, me too, actually. I was thinking you're gonna pull it up on your PC. Okay, Angel Chef, Hate, and King Puda. Daniela lives this one! The midget! Can you guys blame me for calling her 4'8" when she literally makes her, well, for picking on her for being 4'8" when she names herself the midget? Like, it's not me, it's you. Alright, let's see what happens here. Almost got the save here. So, in this situation, oh, I can get rid of that. So, ideally, what I do in this situation, right? We see the Olgrim has 2 stalks red. The Bryn has 1 stalk basically white, right? The goal is we don't want to kill this Olgrim. Ideally, we don't kill him at all. But if we do kill him, we want it to at least be after the Bryn is in orange. Right? We do get sent away. So this is a lot more of a slower playing team. They're way more sweaty about their win, where the other one's just having a lot more fun. So right here, I see why I went for this. I get punished for it hard. I'm going for this Gimp. If I can get that Gimp, that's actually insane. Because then it is an Olgrim, who's probably one of the easiest legends to win a 1v1 with, right? Let alone in 2s when your opponent is 1 hit. So I actually don't kill this Olgrim, and that would be, oh, that's a bad thing. It's actually really good. So if you split them up, wouldn't you dodge then attack, or attack then dodge? So before we split them up, what we had to do is we have to attack and then get our chase dodge normally, right? So I do that. I instantly get my attack and then I chase dodge, right? Now, I'm trying my best to interact with this Bryn as much as possible. So I position myself in a position where he thinks his teammate's going to get attacked again, and I bait the aggressive positioning here, right? So just from going this way a little bit, I bait the aggressive positioning. I unfortunately fumble here. If I falling Nair instead of Sair here, he gets hit. I do get a punish with D-Light here if I'm feeling ballsy enough. I don't think I need the dash, but I think I dash. Yeah. I think no dash, I get that punish. Worst move to split up with. In all honesty, I probably should if I'm like super trying to sweat this 2v1 out, I should probably play this unarmed instead of with Katars. I think I'd have so many more opportunities to, what's it called? That missed. That missed. Yeah. Honestly, I was at the point. This Ulgrim isn't dead yet. And I need this Brain Dead to get a 1v1. I'm one signature in a bad spot away. And I can live barely, maybe. So basically we play that. I understand going for this. It's kind of just knowing the reality. Because I think I'm at the point where even if I'm better than this Ulgrim, I think that Ulgrim still wins that 1v1 in the end. So that's just tragic. It is what it is. They played that really good. They didn't really commit too much. And there were a couple things I probably should have committed on. But it is a lot harder with Katars, of course. I think I got... Okay, we have one more game with Daniela. Let's see. Is it a 2v1? It is. It's a lot of 2v1. Daniela died really fast in 2 minutes. And there's an infinite helicopter going. I will save your guys' ears. Stop being... What? Yeah. Let him be interested, silly goose. Bro's trying to learn. I used to be known throughout the lands for my 2v1s. So I'm trying to make this video now while I still remember everything. Because I've been slowly getting worse. I just don't... I don't care about it as much anymore, right? Hence why you're seeing so many Qatar 2v1s, right? I might kill her there. I think I was trying to get crafty. I don't know. Maybe that was a misinput. I don't really know. It wasn't good, whatever it was. Okay. Oh, you said what happens when you verse a toxic opponent. Well, if they're in red, you get easy situations like this, right? Where you just... Now I'm in a 1v1, right? I get one hit. It's so hard because Katars, you don't really get a control where your opponent goes. Ideally, if I'm on Scythe in this situation... If I'm on Scythe here, right? What you do in a situation like this, ideally you hit the opponent to the right, right? So I'd probably hit him with Dare and drag him to the right. Instead of sending him off stage. Yeah, that's Lance's spear. I do kill both of them. That's actually tragic. Little bit of separation, not a lot. But it's enough to get one hit. So right now I am trying to kill, which is where Scythe really struggles a bit. But if you can just get that Sarah in a good spot, it can work out in your favor. Let's see how much health I lose. Oh my gosh. I will say, I do think higher strength Scythe is way better for this. If you're on like 8 strength Scythe there, it kills for sure. Okay, we get the kill on him there. I go for this weapon. So, knowing which weapon you want to be on is also really good here. So, I get this kill here. Unironically, I don't care about this Vector. We want him alive. Another one. Okay. If your enemy is on orange 1 stock and the other one is on dark red 3 stocks, who do you go for? You never go for the one dark red 3 stocks. You hit him away and try to kill the orange 1 stock. Get yourself a 1v1 ASAP. It's because Demon Island Lance. Yep. Yeah, I understand completely. And Orion Spear. You're ballsy. It backfires on this map. Boom. Get a little bit of separation. So, ideally, we can separate... Yep, we're getting a lot of separation. So, honestly, if I'm this Vector, and my teammate dies here, and I'm sweating my flipping balls off, the best thing to do here, when your opponent dies, you just die. Just fall down. Die. You see his health right here? I'm gonna abuse this. I do eventually die. But in all honesty, this red stock does you nothing. All it does is leave room for error. Granted, then you do have to be careful of gimps, but that also prevents your teammate from getting gimped. So you're both just there to do all that. I should have sent him to the left, in hindsight. Oh, this is bad. I have no movement. So I throw my weapon to just try to get any space. And then I get D6 here. I actually remember this. That hit me in such a weird spot. But you see how much damage I quickly racked up this damage on this Vector. On this Vector's teammate. Just from him being in red. So, by dying late, his teammates forced in a 1v1. And we get him to, like, light orange. And that's with him doing good. So, I do go for the one with less stocks. But I try to... So, in that situation, Matt, right? You know what? I'll even go into training mode for that, right? So, in that situation... In that situation, how do, let's just say, because I haven't done too much with Fate. I think Fate's just a really good example of this, just because I think she's one of the best characters for it. I actually think Artemis might be, like, top 1. It's either Artemis top 1 or Mako. The only reason Mako's not is, I think he has the top 1 weapon, with his high-speed greatsword. But I think... That's weird. So, let's imagine... So... Use your imagination. Your thinking cap here, boys. Alright? We need your thinking cap here. So, we have our red 3 stock. Our red 3 stocks, Scarlet over here, right? She has 3 stocks. Her opponent has 1 and they're in orange, right? So her teammate's in orange. I don't know where this thing is, right? And we're in between them. So let's imagine her teammate's like over here, right? We've done really good at separating them to this point. Ideally, we go after her, right? We don't fully go for a kill here. If we get this kill here, we suddenly have a 10 times worse situation because now we have a 2 stock white ballsy player. This player, this Scarlet is so unnerved. She does not care. She will go out. The only thing she's scared of is hitting her teammate. She does not care about how much damage you do to her anymore. Because she has 2 extra stocks. But her teammate's still at 1. So they're going to be playing runaway in this situation, right? So, what you do is you play into the mind games. And I'm telling you, this will work up until, like, decently higher elo. Like, 2200 people start to use a bit more of their brain. If this person's at 3 stocks and you're on their team and you're on 1 stock, I kid you not, let your teammate die. Hey, bro, it's time for you to go. Hey, I know it's hard. But I'm really not trying to die. You know, I know you're coming back. But if I die here, I won't come back. And then I'll leave you in a 1v1. Against somebody who really wants to claw their way back. And who knows? They could be really good in 1v1s. I know I trust you. But it is better with me here. So what you do is you just let them die. Your teammate's gone. Let this fate go. Let this fate go. Whoosh. Ah, nah, man. Man, oh, she's back. Whoosh. Let this fate do that. Let this fate do that. However, if you're in the fate's shoes, what you want this other person to do, this horn, right? They're standing here. You go like this. You pressure their opponent. You want this other non-Scarlet player. You want the non-Scarlet player to go, hey, you knocked away my teammate. And then, boom. Thing goes, woo woo. Bah.
Dominating.
guess what, boys? I got myself a 1v1. I got myself a 1v1. And that is so fire. You want that. You want that in your life. You want that 1v1, right? So simply enough, do whatever you can. Do whatever you can to get this, do whatever you can to get this, this second player, the non-Scarlet in this situation. The non-Scarlet to come back. You want to bait them in to getting their attack. And let's say they're smart. Hey, bro, I'm sorry, but I must live on. If I don't live on, I die. And I won't come back. But I know if you die, you will. So, they start running away, right? Dude, you know that Scarlet, that's their teammate? She's way over here. She's got like another 5 seconds before she can help her teammate. And you, being that nice Fate player, you see this Sentinel. You see this Sentinel running away. And you boom! Boom! And then boom, you're back. And you wanna know what you did? You put 2 extra hits on him. He's a shade darker. He's a shade darker. Bro is now at 140. And you wanna know what happens at 140 HP? Death! And that is how you win that situation. Get. It's okay, Get. We saw that you were doing. We saw that you were doing. Hey, Depraved! But yeah. That's how you win a 2v1 with your opponent at 3 stocks red and your other opponent at orange. So, one thing I would like to keep in mind is a lot of this is a mental game. You come out of that 2v1, you are scary. Kind of. So, let's say you're in your last stock orange, your opponent's 3 stocks red. There are 2 ways this could go out. If you manage to do enough damage to that second stock, you get one really good read in there, right? Suddenly, they're pretty darn hurt. Let's just imagine... Okay, let's go back to the Scarlet. Yo, hey Darnello! Let's say you get the Scarlet to somewhere around like this HP and barely take any damage in return. She's scared. And that's when they start panicking. Because they don't want to get to their last stock. And then when you kill them... Oh my gosh, wait, I'm on my last stock. So, you can kind of play into their mind a little bit. While you may be at lower health, you can also create so much more panic in them. If you just play a little ballsy, I mean, you're down 2 stocks basically, right? You have to play a little ballsier while also playing passive. So it's a weird mix. But you can win the mind game, and winning the mind game makes that 1v1 so much easier. Because then you'll find yourself dying to some panic option. So just play around the panic options. If you guys have any other... Oh, yes. So let's say if Danny's team gangs up on me. And so I split them up, and somehow Danny hits me with a heavy attack first. Now I'm on red already. So how do you defend the heavy hitters? Okay, so we're in the... Okay, so you're the one getting hit in this situation, right? Basically, you get hit with the heavy attack. Hopefully, it's away. If it's away from the teammate, that's good. That means you're off stage. Yes, you're in a bad position out here. You have to make it back to stage. Do whatever you can just to get a touch. If they go off stage against you, you maybe have a chance to scare. And even if you hit Danny down here, right? You hit them down here, right? She might be not worried about it, right? But the teammate on stage will be. So you can almost oftentimes find them coming down, and they might be the better person to gimp. They might come down and waste a lot of movement. Right? So you just kind of have to do your best to reset, and do your best not to get hit. You just have to literally do your best to find the 1v1s and get as good as you possibly can in 1v1s. Obviously, it's going to help a lot more the better you are in a 1v1 setting for 2v1s. I think it carries over quite well with this. So you're going to try your best just to make your opponent miss and then hit them. But if, let's say, they do hit you, hey, you know, you gotta just not get worried. Oh my gosh, she hit me. By the time you think that, you're already in a position where the opponent's trying to get to you or something, or throw a weapon at you. You gotta be mental reset instantly. Instead, maybe be like, okay, let's not do that again. And then, boom. Write it down on your mental notes, you know? Alright. Any more situations? Otherwise, we can get a good custom room going. Yeah, Wonder Red. I got you, bro. I hope that helped. I think this whole stream has been super informative. I don't really know how many people will see it, but that means you guys will know the tech. You guys will know the tech. Alright. I've got a custom room for you guys if you guys want to join up. If not, I'll probably just go back and we can do a little bit of... What's it called? This is not the room code, by the way. It's the old room code. So I'll probably just hop in and do some more experimental or something. Boom, boom. So yeah, here's your chance map if you're still here wanting in. I have enough for 2 skins. That's actually like perfect. Robot dance. What the heck? I want some more Loki skins, dude. I'm not a fan. I only bought mine because it was the best skin there was out of the 4. I know your circumstances. All good. Don't worry. Alright, let's get some experimental going. So if you guys have any questions, I'll just answer them while we're playing our games, okay? Let's get some Fate in. When are we ranked? I've only played 3 games off of Fate. I've been having fun with Fate. I want guitars though. So I'll probably play like a game or 2 on Fate and then swap to guitars. I just realized what Depraved did. Depraved popped in here to extend his streak. I see that, bro. Oh, wait. We're actually versing a good player. Either that or he's going to be good for a minute. Oh, wait. We're on ranked. Oh, poop. I thought we were playing experimental. Think. You know what? Fair. I dared him to do it, bro. He actually did it, which is something I can punish later, so. I don't know what I think about this guy's playstyle. Go Fate and ranked. Yeah, I've got like. Actually, I think I had like 15 from last stream. That missed! You're actually trolling me. Ideally, there, I should have stayed against the wall. I think panicking off the wall actually punished me. Super slow nair. He didn't touch, did he? Yeah, he's in a terrifyingly bad spot there. He dodge up, I guess, maybe. What did he say the verdict if he didn't show? What? Bro, he's smart. He's smart. Oh, okay. You know, I'm just saying. I had end light, side light. They're all guaranteed. Actually, into Sair, Nair, or D light. All guaranteed. I had a 4-hit combo and then I lagged away. Ooh, tragic. Oh, that's actually tragic. That actually covered really high. Ooh. I mean, get a little desperate. It pays off. Okay, be ready for gravity cancel side stick. Oh, what? Bro, that was a misinput. Bro did not mean to dodge in. Bink. I want to contest him off stage for fun, but dude, it's gauntlets on bikini bottom. Like, there's no wall here. Oh, good, 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 good. And sig kills there. I should learn that. Bro did not want to die there. Sheeshus Louisius. I had to play that so slow. That was actually kind of cringe. It didn't help when he also played super aggressive and I didn't want to play like aggressive back because I didn't want to jump off stage into gauntlets on bikini bottom. There's so many small wall maps in this, like, new queue. It's so cringe, dude. It's like, I don't want to commit to anything because if I get hit once by gauntlets, I lose. Like, unironically. And all those small wall maps, dude. You get hit once by gauntlets, dude. Just, well, GG. I hit him like 3 times, bro. He'd be like, I'm rolling. It's just so much harder for me to get those. I say 3, but it's not that far. Jump. Ooh, good side light. I just read a jump there out of that spot dodge, so I thought he was gonna panic, so I tried to punish him for panicking. Beautiful scythe gameplay. When he hit me with that side light, I dared him to desig me, and he didn't, so. Orb in last hit situations is so good, dude. Like, Your opponent has to be careful, like, not to let you get a bunch of extra credit there. Because you can play it so safe and still yoink it into something so much more. Okay, we're getting a lot of spot dodges from this guy. Oh, whoa. That's not end light! Oh, I thought he would do it lower. Let's just desig him. It doesn't work. Wait, the weapon though actually saved me. That was actually tech. Wait. I want to test something against this guy. Oh, he's way too hurt for that. Wonder if I could... Is there a move I could do it with? Maybe Nair. He doesn't jump. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Indeed, beautiful scythe gameplay. It was just optimal scythe gameplay. We live. I'm fine with that. I felt like it was a worthwhile risk. I was aware I was playing that a little closer. That was fine. Okay, let's try to bait it out. I wonder if I can bait out one of those situations. I baited it out, and I still not fast enough signature. I've got him a little mad because I've thrown out that many D6s. Well, let's make him play the mind game. Play the mind game, brother. Oh, you know it. I delayed it by half a second. I got punished. No! I'm seeing the times when he's doing it. I'm clicking it like the frame he presses dodge. It's just still reactable, man. It's still too slow. I mean, to be fair, it is like a... I'm not gonna act like it should be able to catch this guaranteed. That'd be kind of crazy. No, we'll go till we lose on fate. We'll go till we lose on fate. Nyan Shiko Kaka clan.
Three, two, one.
All right.
Ball.
He's playing really aggressive out of hit, so we're gonna try to use that against him. Oh, he's slowing down a bit now that he's in kill percent. Yeah, that beats delay. In all honesty, I probably should have, what's it called? Held on to orb. That kills. I think I was doing really good on orb, so I'll play orb again. Oh, no. Big 2v1 coaching. So if you want to learn how to get better, well, I say 2v1s, but it's 1v2s. Ooh. Yep. I threw out a move against gauntlets off stage and missed. That's kind of off stage gauntlet gameplay. Die. That doesn't kill. Beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, bro, though. Slam Jam. It was actually super good. I've been, so, like, back when I grinded this game, like, 10 hours a day, bro, which was a long time ago, I used to be, like, I mean, like, crazy good. I used to be able to take, like, 4 stocks with, one of my own, right? So I was just kind of sharing off that information. I've been getting measurably worse at that type of thing, of course. I've been getting measurably worse at the 2v1s, so while it's still like somewhat fresh, I felt like I should make it. Yep, we'll wait. So bro's slowing it down. It's a sword moment. Doing what sword does best. Is play the on stage. He goes low here. I'm actually sad that I didn't hit him. I read you like a book.
Player 1 wins.
Okay. The Fate don't lose. Fate will be awesome. You missed the lessons. Yeah. You can totally watch the VOD. It's not a problem. It went on for like an hour and a half. So the good thing about the VOD is you'll also be able to skip around, so. Yeah, dude. So I'm like, I need to be getting some more of these guides out. They're just really like because I want to make sure I get everything out there that's like important. So it's like super mental
3,
doing
2, 1.
so but I think they're super good and I want to make sure I get them before I like forget some of it. On some of the specifically more niche ones. Because I mean, I play a lot for fun. I'm getting a lot better at some of the, like, fundamentals just over time. Which are more important than things like that. Because ideally, you're not put in a 1v2 situation, right? I die. I'm dead. Tragic. Ideally, you don't get put in a 2v1 situation. But thought that would catch fast fall. I thought Nair dared caught fast fall. Tragic. Maybe it's just staying still, actually. Unironically. Against Lance, you want to try your best to stay grounded. Of course, you can't fully stay grounded, which is where it gets incredibly hard. But then you can kind of dash back side, like side air like that. I thought he ground pounded, so. Ooh, I can't gravity cancel D like that. That was actually a beautiful play, no lie. But he has so many more options if I go high on like any interaction. You'll oftentimes see him hit a move and then just jumps there just because it's really safe for him. That didn't hit. Oh, side sig. I was not ready for side sig. I was trying to bait out D-Sig there. So he just read my bait. Tragic. Oh. I just realized nobody reminded me to turn my cursor on. Fair. Turn my cursor off. No, not like that. Let's do this. Boom. But I got there eventually, you know? I may be bad at remembering to take my cursor off.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
But that does not mean I didn't get there eventually. I have to be careful of D-Sig here. Side sig kills, tragic. I mean, I've always been one of the people to not notice, but I know some people it's like an actual pet peeve. Yeah, he's getting a little confident because he got that early kill. He's playing exactly how he should be. Okay. That's a tech I need to get good at. Ooh. Ooh, I did not cancel my chase dodge momentum. Put me in a bad spot. Oh, I'm so flipping good! Ooh, that should read that, but I threw. Oh, well, wait a second here. I think Sentinel's really good right now. Why? Sentinel's like crazy good right now. Oh, poop. I mashed a little too hard. I like mashing buttons while I'm waiting. Wow, we're touched. He snuck through. Well, we wait here. We make him do a move because he's known for doing a move. Problem is I wasted so much movement I couldn't get in safely. Yeah, he's still doing that sig there. Alright. Ooh, tragic. He's back on them Katars. That hit? Oh my gosh. That Sig will forever be my demon. I need to actually, like, unironically, I need to get into that matchup more. I never play Sentinels, so whenever I run into Sentinels in ranked, I get pieced by that Sig. It's just a giant hitbox. Nova. Considering I'm a 2-1, I'm assuming it's not Dark Nova. Dark Nova's a god. I say that, but I don't really know how much. He was really good at one point.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Oh, good lag. Oh, that's so tragic. I forgot. I gotta remember I can't play Katars like normal on this map. Bro gets half piped there. Ooh, I was fast falling there. Yeah. I needed to kill him first there. I could tell he didn't want to pick up his weapon for a blaster, so I'm assuming he's really not confident in his bow. Yep, that kills. Good read. Fair. He got my dodge. So we gotta not dodge in off stage there. Most bow players just kind of cut their combo off. Tragic. That's the dodge I wanted to read. That's the worst part about it. Eat in air. Ooh, that's confidence right there. Oh, he still hits it. Tragic.
Player 2 wins.
We could have played that a little better. Had a little trouble getting in, no lie. Alright, let's do a play till we lose. It's getting kinda late. A little bit of a shorter stream, but I did get home kind of late. And I had some stuff to do right when I got home. So we got a video being edited up. I had to get some... I was working on, what's it called, voice line for it. The intro. I know. I'm cool like that. So.
3, 2.
That'll be a fire one, no lie. Dodge up. Yeah, I need to practice that or something. The amount of half pipes I'm missing out on for not getting that dodge is more than you probably realize. Ooh, he gets the weird invisible hitbox there. Whoop. Read like a book, honestly. Going like a book, honestly. That might even kill. Wow. That actually killed. There's no way that didn't kill me. I dodged! I promise you I dodged that. Yep, make him cautious. I'm scared if I throw out my SIGs, you know? I'm not holding away, so he's actually able to get the bad combos, unoptimal combos. Nice. I went so low. I'm actually surprised that hit me. Alright. I could have played that a little better. I just thought I had a good read on him. Oh. That was bad. That was not a side sig. I think he realized how bad this legend is at killing if you can't get your SIGs. Oh my gosh. And bro put the pedal to the metal too. He just kind of kept me off stage, which is exactly what you gotta do. prevent me from being able to hit the signature attack button. I'm not scary without SIGs. Oh, I'm a masher. That's proof. Oh, I lagged and panicked. I actually just died. Okay. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Only so much you can do. I guess the word of improvement there is don't panic. Dodge in when you lag. Alright, GG's everyone. Sayonara nu. Oh, wrong one. Oh, nope, wrong one again. Alright. Peace out.